I'd like to start today by asking you all the question, have any of you ever been affected either by asthma or lung disease, either personally or by someone you know? Yeah, there's a lot of hands going up in this room already. And I myself was affected pretty personally by this. I do not have asthma, but my brother, while we were growing up, he suffered from really severe asthma for about 10 years. I've been carrying an inhaler with him 24 hours a day. And you're constantly having to be worried about an asthma attack. You have to carry an EpiPen as well because his allergies would work in concert with his asthma. It's pretty difficult. Now, you might be wondering, what does a solar energy company have to do with asthma and lung disease? Now, I'd like to answer that question for you. My name is Thomas Cromer, and I'm here with Mission Solar to present to you today how we can help deal with air quality issues that are linked to problems with lung disease and asthma. A little bit of background about us. As you can see here, our mission statement is to power the future with solar energy through innovative technology. Now, some of our past projects that have already contributed to helping with Texas air quality is the use of solar farms that we've already been in production of for some time. That helps remove reliance on natural gas and coal burning, which are huge contributors to Texas air quality issues. And we've already been deeply involved with that. Now, I'm going to transfer to my colleague Cody here, who's going to address more about the problem and the exact proposal for how we're working on fixing that.
Thank you, Thomas. So the problem, as Thomas mentioned, is the poor air quality caused by the use of coal to generate our electricity. Right now, in November 2016, a study was done, and 75% of Texas electricity comes from the use of coal and natural gas, which puts carbon pollutants into the air. And I have a video here I want to show from the American Lung Association that's going to outline some of the issues caused by that.
Power plants are the largest single source of carbon pollution in the United States. Reducing carbon pollution from power plants will save lives and improve health. These culprits are all currently spewing into the air we breathe. Here's why it's so important to reduce power plant pollution. Carbon pollution traps heat in our air, raising the Earth's temperature. Warmer temperatures help create ozone smog, which can cause shortness of breath, wheezing, and coughing, and can worsen asthma and other lung diseases. This can land people in the hospital and even result in premature death. Rising temperatures from heat-trapping carbon pollution can also lead to droughts and increased risk of wildfires, threatening homes, food, and water supplies. And that's not all you get from power plants. There's also particle pollution, known as soot. This form of air pollution causes heart attacks and strokes, and even increases the risk of early death. Sadly, the list keeps going. Mercury can lead to developmental birth defects, and nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide trigger asthma attacks and increase the risk of hospital and ER visits. These pollutants already affect the lives of millions of Americans. Reducing pollution from power plants will improve health and save lives. To learn more, visit the American Lung Association.
So the other part of the problem is that people are generally unaware of the attainability of solar panel systems for their homes. And that's why Mission Solar wants to provide a convention for Dallas to help train or help teach people about the reliability, the sustainability, and the affordability of solar panel systems for their homes. And it's going to show them how they work, and it's going to show them the impact on the environment that they can have. And we're asking the Dallas Chamber of Commerce to co-fund the convention with us. It's going to give the city a chance to be proactive about improving our air quality. It's going to show their citizens, it's going to show these citizens that the city cares about them, and it's going to set a standard for Dallas as an environmentally conscious city. So I'm going to hand it over to Preston, who's going to talk about the details of the planning and the schedule.
All right, so we picked the Dallas Convention Center as our location of choice. We're going to be doing it in Exhibit Hall A. That hall offers little bit over 100,000 square feet to both the guests and the exhibits. So that should be sufficient. Those of you that aren't aware, solar panels are pretty big, so we had to pick somewhere graded scale. With that in mind, we decided that we could accomplish all that we wanted to do in a one-day time period. The Dallas Convention Center is fairly expensive, so that single day will allow us to cut down on space costs. This is our schedule. This is actually found on the back of the pamphlets you all have received. Just to kind of break down a couple of the points on it that are of note. The room is going to be laid out where you'll have exhibit booths around the perimeter of the building, and there will be a stage in the center. So guests will be able to free roam among the exhibit booths at all times of the day as long as we're open. Throughout the day, there will be guided presentations on the central stage, which is laid out on the schedule. Some of the biggest names in there are going to be bringing the do-it-yourself, so the DIY solar kit. Instructional is at 11 a.m. That's basically, like a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually make solar panels for very cheap, assembling them yourself. They send you the solar cells and you assemble them for much cheaper than it would cost to actually just buy a pre-assembled solar panel. So that same company actually provided us with a number of do-it-yourself kits that we will be raffling off in the solar raffle. So that's very kind of them. Some other big topics that we're hoping guests will be interested in are there will be a number of presentations about just generally solar panels in your homestead, how to install them, how to basically get them there, as well as there will be a roundtable about solar affordability. So how can you actually achieve a solar panel as the average consumer? Specifically on that, there will be a presentation about selling electricity back to power companies. Not a lot of people know this, but the majority of homesteads that have solar panels in them, and as part of them, generate more power than they consume. So with this, you can actually sell electricity back to power companies and use that money to start paying off the money you spent to get the solar panel in the first place. So all of this together means that the average consumer might actually be able to get a solar panel much more affordable and easier than they had originally anticipated. On that note, I'm going to hand it off to Chase.
So we have a team of interns at our headquarters who are going to be analyzing our success measures. The success measures that they have decided on, these are micro, the attendance obviously, sponsors, social media, and on-time seminars, which is the efficiency that the operations go in order to improve year by year. Our macro success measures are going to be new solar installs in the DFW area, the amount of energy put back on the grid by solar power, the growth of the solar industry in the DFW area, I mean more companies that come here, and obviously the overall air quality in the DFW area. So our staffing is pretty straightforward for the event. Security, we have 10 licensed personnel, all of which will be off-duty police officers. And we'll have a security checkpoint at the entrance. The sponsors there, we're hoping for at least 25 sponsors. I'm sure we'll have more, and we're also offering sponsorships to local green businesses, and we've been in contact with them already. And then we're just gonna have 5 food trucks that's how many can fit outside the convention center at one time. And then we also have 2 guest speakers. Timothy Kucharski is known as a solar revolutionary. He's an MIT grad who is currently working with the research team to harness lunar energy. So he'll be speaking about that. And then Dr. Shi Zhengrong is the president of Suntech Power. They're a huge solar powerhouse. And he's going to be talking about the economical barriers that are that's keeping solar energy from becoming mainstream, as well as give business insights into the future of renewable energy. And I'm going to pass it to Garrett, who's going to go over the budget and then conclude our presentation.
Okay, so we are asking the Chamber of Commerce for a $20,000 that we will match in order to fund the Solar Summit convention. And on top of that, we will have $1,000 for anyone who wants to have a booth at the convention. We're anticipating about 15 vendors, so that would bring our total budget to $55,000. Now, $43,000 of that would go to paying for the convention center. They charge 35 cents a square foot, 100,000 square feet. Adds up quickly, so we're just going to knock out with that. The remaining $12,000 will be used to pay for our staffing and water, anything else we need, security, and anything else that could possibly come up. And also will include our raffles and the parking as well. And so I want to close with an idea. So how many people drive to see the Dallas skyline as they're driving towards the city, at least at some point, whether you're driving in from town or to UTD? Okay. Now, how many people see it during the daytime and you see the huge layer of smog above it? Now, that's something that I see every day when I drive home from work from Rockwall, and at least head towards here. And I think that as Texans, we are supposed to be proud people and take pride in how our skyline and our city looks, especially from a distance when you see the smog. And we at Mission Solar are confident that this is taking a step in the right direction to increase solar panel and solar energy awareness, and will take a step in the right direction to decrease that smog and make our sky look beautiful again. And on behalf of everyone at Mission Solar, I'd like to thank the Dallas Chamber of Commerce for listening to our proposal, and we will open the floor to any questions.
Can solar panels be used to power electric cars?
They can be, it just depends on how you rig them up. I mean, if they're on your houses, if it's on your house, it would connect to your entire electrical grid of your house. So really anything you plug into your house will be powered solar, so yes.
Yeah, you charge your car at your house.
Yes.
Do you have an estimated attendance for the event?
So as we said, we're looking for like minimum 15 vendors and hoping for around 25. So like this summit isn't only for consumers, it's a mix of consumers and hopefully networking for solar energy companies in the area. So I mean, medium hundreds is the probably expected attendance.
Yeah, so this is exclusively for homeowners?
Homeowners, companies, it's not, well, Mission Solar doesn't only produce residential solar panels, they also produce commercial solar panels. We don't have a picture of it, they have very massive solar panel arrays, and it wouldn't be just homeowners, but you can purchase them for your business as well. I mean, imagine how much money you would save as your business is if you don't have to pay for electricity.
Yeah, even the military is heavily invested in solar panels.
Yeah, large-scale businesses like Walmart, for example, we try to reach out to on a personal level, but this specific convention is to raise awareness with the average consumer, which is a general homeowner, so.
Part of actually why we picked the Dallas Convention Center is because it's actually a green-rated convention center. They actually do have solar panels on top of the ceiling, on top of the roof, and use eco-friendly appliances. Yes, sir.
Is solar becoming more affordable?
It is. It wasn't in here, but I actually read a slide that not only is it becoming more affordable, but there's actually currently twice as many jobs in the solar panel industry as there are in the coal industry. I think that happened about 3 years ago. I don't have the article with me, but I could find it.
There's been a lot of innovation with companies like Tesla and their wall mount energy storage that does drive the price down for a single house.
Where could we find all the data about solar panels?
For just in general,
In
or
general? Yeah.
You could go to ERCOT, which is the Electrical Reliability Council of Texas.
So ERCOT.com?
ERCOT, I think it's .gov actually.
.gov?
You can go talk to them.
Any more questions? Thank you for your time.
sorry.